ghosts aren't real. I don't know, but we've been watching a lot of these spooky ghost real stories recently, and they've been giving me the heebie-jeebies. So let's check out some more.
In the following video, a woman named Britt is outside her house trying her best to remain calm after witnessing something that left her immensely terrified.
I'm recording this just in the off chance that no one believes me. Maybe I can catch it. And by the way, I have a freaking cemetery in my front yard, which probably doesn't help my cause. But I was just inside. I'm by myself with my dog. She's in that room upstairs.
Her voice is really shaky, like she actually seems genuinely scared. It's hard to do like a shaky voice if you're not actually scared.
Josie?
Oh, the dog stopped.
Josie?
Why is there a cemetery outside too? I've never seen a cemetery in someone's front yard. It's pretty bizarre. Dog's growling now. Aw, it's an Australian Shepherd.
Yeah, she's just been staring at that, and then she started barking, and she growled. And when she growled, I kind of like booked it. Staring at that, and then she started barking. And she growled. And when she growled, I kind of like booked it. I just don't really know what she's staring at. Because again, like, this is usually how she looks when she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like, what? What is it?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like this could be legit, but it also could have been very staged. We never even saw it growling. All we did was hear it, and that's easy to do. It's easy to add audio and make it seem like a dog is barking. Like, watch this. Shut up! I'm recording! Guys, I don't even have a dog, but for a second you thought I had a dog. Ah? See what I did there? Point is, I never saw the dog bark, I never saw it growl, so already I'm like, I don't know. Also, there's two entrances to get into this closet. Like, there's the one here, and then there's the one to the left. So there could be somebody standing behind this door and like playing Nana Nana Boo Boo with the dog to make it act up, you know? Like, you can tell the dog, stay, and then go, boo, boo, and then the dog might start growling and barking. And as the woman filming, as she goes into the closet, she goes really like suspiciously slow and turns the corner to where like someone easily could have just left. Look, I'm not saying it's 100% fake. I'm just saying, since there is a chance that it could be fake, I'm already like suspicious.
Britt's dog has been staring at this closet space for quite some time, despite there being no one or nothing inside. The space is clear, but strangely, her dog is locked in on something. Although initially spooked, it wasn't until her dog started growling and barking at the space that she immediately fled, at which point she began to record this video. Now, there's something in the beginning that Britt captures, which is worth pointing out, and that's the graveyard in front of her house. Every so often, Josie would come out to the spot and just stare at it in the same way that she would when looking at the closet space.
Josie.
Okay, that's kind of creepy. I'll admit that one. That one's kind of creepy. Why is the dog just staring at it? I feel like that is prime territory for dogs to go and pee on those things.
For this reason, Britt believes that the cemetery might have something to do with Josie's strange behavior. It's as though she's seeing something that we can't. But things get even creepier when Britt mentions a certain detail about this graveyard.
So a lot of you guys have also been asking questions about the graveyard. Yes, we do indeed have a graveyard on this property.
Very creepy.
So this was my grandparents' ranch, and it was their wish to be buried.
Aw, it's actually kind of sweet.
Right here, just where they were. And before they passed away, they buried all of their cats right here where you see the little crosses. And so that's really all
6
that
cats?
there's to it. But things have been quite strange lately. Like, for some reason, cows just like come to this area sometimes and like surround it, because we during the day we leave that gate open.
Cows?
As she mentions, cows.
What? What? What do you mean cows just randomly appear in your front yard? What? They're not your cows? How does that happen? How do cows just randomly roam into your front yard? Aren't all cows captive? Like, those are somebody else's cows. Are there wild cows? I don't think so, right? Bro, she must like share land with somebody who has cows, and the cows end up going there for some whatever reason. I don't know. How is it possible that random cows just appear on her front yard? I don't know, but that's pretty hilarious. I don't like, though, how they're like perfectly separated around the circle of graves. See, that is weird. They're doing like a little satanic triangle shape here. That's weird. That part, I don't like that.
Also come to this exact spot and do the same thing that her dog would do. Keep in mind that the only farm animals that she has on this ranch are horses. These cows aren't hers, but they always come from a neighboring ranch and surround her graveyard.
Maybe it's for
This is what
shade.
I'm talking about. They literally
That is
just
kind of weird.
come and hang out here all the time now. It's a newer development.
Wait, how is it a newer development if her grandparents owned it and got buried there? That is what she said, right? It's a newer development?
It's a newer development.
It's her grandparents' ranch that I presume they must have had at least 50 years, probably more, because they got buried there. They must have lived there their entire life. If there's any illogical things that happen in these videos, to me, it's a red flag. And I hate to say it. I know that I say this almost every time that I watch these videos, but it's like, in order for me to believe it, there needs to be unequivocal evidence that it's real and true. And any sort of alarm that happens is like, I don't know. I don't know.
Like, why? They just kind of come and really freeze.
That is creepy, admittedly. That is pretty weird.
Area. And they just kind of will freeze and won't move. So, yeah.
That is pretty weird. I've been around quite a bit of cows in my time, and at least in my case, if you're around a cow, normally they're okay, like they're chill, but they'll at least look at you. Like they look at you, and a lot of times they'll actually back up. They are more scared of humans than we are of them. But maybe the cows are super used to her, and so she can just walk up to them. I don't know.
If Josie's behavior hasn't fully convinced Britt that something is up with her graveyard, then the cows definitely have. Now, the cow situation is a relatively new occurrence. It was only a month ago in April that they started to appear. This is why she's been trying to record them as much as she can, just in case they stop showing up and no one believes her. But one night, while getting a food delivery, Britt records something that makes her even more certain that there's something off about the graveyard. It's late at night when this is captured.
Okay, I like this evidence. This evidence is more convincing. She just ordered Taco Bell. This is her Uber Eats driver.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
Yeah, this is location is outside. No here.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. No problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You're a cow?
I scared. Is a cow.
They're actually not mine. I don't know. It wasn't showing up.
What is it?
That guy seemed like an Uber Eats driver, to be honest, so that was pretty believable.
Hey.
Are those all cows in the background? Look at their eyeballs. No way, right? Those are lights. Those gotta be lights in the background, right? But they look just like the cow's eyes. What the heck? That is so creepy.
Thank you.
Okay, so our Grubhub driver is
What are you
leaving.
talking about? Every freaking night, like even at night, they even come and hang out here, and they just like stand and like.
Security alarm goes off. Oh, whoa.
Are you for real right now?
I actually believe this video. What happened? What, did she see something? Wait, you left your Taco Bell!
Eerily, her shirt is pulled by something that can't be seen. It was right after she walked in to disable the home security alarm, which had gone off for unknown reasons, that this happened. Upon feeling a sudden yank, she immediately drops her food and runs out in a panic frenzy. According to her, it was as if someone had tugged at her sleeve with all their might. Shaken up
with all their might, really? What is this, like a 2-year-old child? Alright, that's not even the point. That's insane. If that's real, that's wah. Nah, I can't explain that one. I try to explain every scenario in the most logical way possible, but that one I'm like, what? Nah, that one's crazy. Because that whole video, that whole recording actually like added up. It actually made sense. The Uber Eats driver seemed legit, seemed like a legitimate Uber Eats driver. She goes out, oh wow, look at my cows, blah, blah, blah. Security alarm goes off, goes back inside with her Taco Bell still in hand and gets a tug on the shirt. I just can't make sense of it. And I think if I can't make sense of it, that means that it seems pretty legit. Oh my God. Dude, I might have to start believing in ghosts. I might have to. It might be that time, boys. It might be that time that I convert to a ghost believer. I'm a ghostian. I might have to now declare myself officially a ghostian.
By this, she decides to sleep in the RV outside and wait until her family came back from their trip. It goes without saying, but she was totally freaked out, and it didn't help that she was all alone when this happened. This incident, along with the strange behavior from the animals, has led her to believe that the graveyard is either cursed or haunted. Whether paranormal or not, these occurrences are still pretty creepy.
I mean, if there's ever a time to expect ghosts to haunt your house, it's probably when you bury people in the front yard. That will likely do it.
Despite there being no further videos on the situation, these current ones continue to spook viewers and make them wonder just what exactly is going on with Britt's home. Like all videos, this one remains a mystery.
Yeah, dude, that's creepy. That is really, really creepy. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You know what? I'm gonna declare this one as real. We're putting 1 point in the real column today. Mark it. Write it down. Real.
Now this next video takes place at a museum where something pretty creepy was captured. Now just for context, the person recording this was visiting this museum after his father came here a few days ago. His dad told him that there was something off about this place.
Oh, that's a statue? Bro, I thought that was just a lady. Nah, that's like the best statue I think I've ever seen. Oh my God, that looks so real.
Wax statue looks a little too real, or her history with witchcraft. This whole exhibition scares him.
She's a
But after watching
witchcrafter.
this video that his son took, there's no way that he's coming back to this place now. The following is what his son captured at the exhibition of Maria Sabina. Have a look.
This is odd. Did she just move? Did she just move? Did she just move?
Somehow, the wax figure of Maria Sabina comes alive. She seemingly tilts her head in a quick and sudden motion.
So, witchcraft, you say? For videos like these, I want to see somebody else film the phone that the guy has the original video on. Like, I want proof that this is an unedited original video. If you can prove that to me, I'm sold. But I just know how good technology is. I know how good editing is, that this technically could be possible through editing. Although, it still would be pretty difficult, I think, to make it that smooth, but possible.
Almost as if scrutinizing the person recording her. Evidently, it scares the living daylights out of the cameraman, but it doesn't stop him from recording. He continues to film, just in case she moves again. But
Bro,
she doesn't.
That's so
the
creepy.
figure is now acting as it should.
What the heck?
Now this whole occurrence has freaked out many viewers, including the father who came here before. However, unlike many, he started to think that maybe this was just part of the figure's design.
Bro.
Maybe it was meant to move as it was built that way. But according to the museum's owner, this should not have happened.
¿Qué onda, amigo? No manejo nada de mecatrónica. Es una figura totalmente en cera. Mira, es una pieza
No, he's touching it.
total rígida, no se puede manipular.
You can't move it in any way. It doesn't have anything behind.
No hay cables, no hay nada.
No cables,
no es un
nothing.
robot. Es una figura
It's not a
totalmente
robot.
en cera.
I mean, technically it could have electronics going through it. I know that it's not plugged in visibly, but you can put like wires through, like the chair, for example, and have it lead up to her head. I don't know. I think it could be possible for her to move, but it is weird that it's in a museum. The museum surely wouldn't lie and say that it's a wax figure when it's not and it can move, you know?
En cera.
If the figure isn't an animatronic or anything of that sort, then just how exactly did it move?
Nah, I
This
don't like
question
that.
continues to remain unanswered, and it seems likely that it'll stay that way for a while until more evidence is presented. Until then, you can assess what exactly transpired here.
Dude, that thing looks so real that it's scary even without it moving. Even if you just showed me the video of this thing without it moving at all, I would still feel like, ugh, creeped out by it. You know what I mean? Oh God, what else do
Now,
we
the
got?
following video comes from an account that posts videos of firefighters putting out fires. All the videos on this page appear to be meant for educational
Holy
purposes,
cow.
from showing procedures that a firefighter must follow during critical situations, to demonstrating how a fire truck navigates through traffic. An aspiring firefighter can find these videos pretty useful.
Okay, so these types of videos I find way more believable because when you have a person or YouTube channel that already posts pretty often and it has nothing to do with like ghost findings or anything like that, it makes me feel like it's way more believable because they have no reason to post that at all.
However, one video in particular might seem a bit strange to the person who's watching this for educational purposes. Unlike most videos, this one is pretty creepy. On March 10th of 2025, a man is recording a vacant property that's burning down in the middle of the woods. As he films, something is captured that's left many viewers unsettled.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait, how is he just so
Now, the man
chill in
recording
there?
owns this property, and he had no idea that during this footage, something pretty creepy happened. I'll play the rest of the footage and let you see for yourself.
Why is he even going in
This
at all?
is what he caught.
Bro, I would be freaking out. Are you kidding me?
You should see it right now. It's amazing.
It's amazing. What do you mean it's amazing? Your house is burning down. He must have done this on purpose, right? There's no way that's your reaction if it's an accident.
The window. Woo. It's getting out of hand right now. Woo.
What?
Woo.
The-
It's getting out of hand right now.
who is that?
It isn't obvious at first, but if you look closely, a black figure can be seen moving
That's
inside
clearly
the
a
burning
person.
structure. Considering that the property had been vacant for many years, there shouldn't have been anyone or anything inside. But strangely, something is. Even stranger is that the figure quickly ducks out of sight the moment the owner looks down the hall, almost as if it was trying to hide. The owner would have probably seen it had he not been mesmerized by the blazing flames that were close to him.
It's amazing.
I don't know.
Look through the window.
Well, he's clearly talking to somebody there, which means that he's with other people, which means that there easily could have been somebody that he was with on the other side of the house that didn't want to be on camera or something. I don't know. It doesn't seem crazy to me.
For this reason, he misses the figure, and, apparently, something else. It was only after viewers started looking closely at the rest of the footage that more things were noticed. As it seems, the figure wasn't the only unsettling thing about this clip.
That's fine. I don't know why that.
Out of
Laughter.
nowhere, a child's voice is caught on camera, even though there were no kids around. It's
I don't know about that one, boys. Look, yeah, I'll admit it does kind of sound like a kid laughing, but it also could be all types of animals, especially with the fire crackling so loudly. Other sounds can easily get distorted to where a bird chirping sounds like, you know, a kid laughing, or it could be a squirrel, you know, yelling. It could be so many different things. That one I'm also kind of like, I don't know. I don't believe it yet.
a distinct voice that clearly sounds sounds like a child laughing. Although not sure where the voice came from, many believe that the house might have some connection to it. If that's so, then what was captured next has most likely convinced many that the house is haunted. While recording a different side of the burning structure, this was caught.
All day.
This must be a controlled fire, right? Because they... Whoa. Because they don't seem to care at all.
Before, a dark figure is briefly seen before disappearing out of nowhere. It's the fact that it comes out from the same house where the last figure was seen that makes this video even creepier. And it doesn't help that a child's voice was caught earlier. Could it be, as viewers believe, that all these occurrences are due to the fact that the house is haunted? Some believe that the burning house has forced whatever had been inside to leave the property at once, which to them explains why the shadowy figure was seen running out of the house and the kid's voice was heard outside, as if they had nowhere else to go now. Although
Look, I get it. I get how you could see all of these things and think like, oh, you know, it's a ghost, it's a spirit laughing, it's this, it's that. But to me, he's clearly there with other people. It's not too crazy to think like that was one of his buddies walking away. Either time, like even right now, in this image I'm looking at, this looks like a shadow of a person. This looks like Levi Ackerman, bro. It looks like Levi Ackerman right here. But I have a brain. I'm not gonna look at that and be like, oh my God, this house is haunted by Levi Ackerman. You know, things happen by coincidences. And I think that these are just a couple of coincidences or people that were on camera that were just behind the scenes. And we as the viewer didn't know that they were supposed to be there.
an interesting thought. It isn't certain if that's the case. Like all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions, but let me know what you think.
Yeah, this one I definitely think is fake.
Now this next video takes place at a hotel in Spain where a group of friends had taken an elevator that for some reason wouldn't take them to their floor.
It's gonna do it again. Okay, so it's been doing this for
This is creepy. This is creepy.
and there's nothing out there. You need to hit that gym. You wanna...
Wait, this is really weird. There's no lights on outside of the elevator, but the elevator's clearly on because it has number 16. They're on floor 16 right now, and there's no lights on that level? How? How are they not, like, more freaked out? This is really creepy to me.
Yeah.
Figure it out?
Yeah.
Alright. No, that did something. That did something. What is going on?
You have to take the stairs.
Are we too heavy? Is there someone there?
Bro, why is it so dark? That is so creepy.
Although pretty creepy, it could be that the elevator was simply malfunctioning and therefore unable to move. However, this occurrence wouldn't be so creepy if it weren't for the fact that other hotel guests have reported the same problem when taking this elevator. It's a common occurrence according to hotel staff, and they're not sure why this happens. The 16th floor is still under construction, meaning that no guests are staying there at the moment, so it doesn't make sense as to why it does this. But fast forward to only a day or two later, and this happens.
Yo, so this elevator is acting mad weird. We started a few floors up, and...
What?
Did we stop?
The elevator suddenly stops working. As
Nah, that seems legit, at least as far as the elevator stopping, because you can't really fake that. How do you fake that? You can't fake an elevator stopping like that and having all the lights turn off in an elevator. But this all could just be chalked up to the elevator's malfunctioning. And like everyone knows that that elevator breaks really often, you know. Like some pieces of technology are like that. Some people's computers break, you know, pretty often, even though they're supposed to be a nice computer. Some people's cars break more often than they're supposed to. Maybe in this case, the elevator breaks more times than it's supposed to. It could happen. I still haven't seen anything that would convince me that there's any extra dimensional beings involved.
turns out there had been a power outage affecting most parts of Spain and Portugal, and it just so happens that the group of friends were taking this elevator when it happened.
I mean, that's
the
unlucky.
backup, yeah, there you go. The backup generator's been coming on and off. We've been having the time of our lives. And yeah, we're like cooking a life.
Who's gonna pee first? That's
Now,
the real
thankfully,
question.
while being stuck inside, the backup generator kicks in, but it's not working as it should, as the lights continue to go on and off randomly. But as all three friends have fun with the flashing lights, this happens.
Not their video.
There you go. I got you.
Oh. Oh, he's cooking something.
What are you doing?
Yep.
I love men.
Oh, you gotta pee. It's making my bladder. I gotta pee.
You gotta pee.
Feel like the rappers. Go. I gotta pee. I'm holding my bladder.
Yeah.
I gotta pee. I don't know what else is going on. I gotta pee. It's making me mad. God, like so. I gotta pee. I'm angry like Bowser.
Guys, this is probably the worst thing.
In the corner
What
of
was
the
that?
elevator,
I saw
a
that,
dark
yeah.
silhouette is seen right
What?
behind one of the friends. It's small, but clear enough to see that something out of place is there. Neither friend had realized what this was, but after watching this footage, it can't help but think that something otherworldly had been inside the elevator. Now thankfully, after some time, the group was able to escape, but not in the way that they imagined.
We're moving.
Okay, why why is his shirt off?
Where we go? Wait.
Bro, what?
No.
That's the same one.
Nah, they're not back at 16.
All right.
They were brought up to the 16th floor after being
What?
stuck inside for about an hour and a half. Just like before, no one had called it. Although definitely strange, they would much rather be on this floor than inside the broken elevator for obvious reasons. But the question still remains, just who called it up? And most importantly, just what exactly had been inside the elevator? To this day, the friends have no clue, but they're just glad that things didn't take a turn for the worse while being trapped inside. Ghost or not, this video is pretty strange.
I would be friends with those guys. They seem super chill. I gotta pee. I'm holding my bladder. I gotta pee. It's making me fatter. I gotta pee. I think I'm gonna fart. Yeah, I could totally be friends with those guys. Also, the video just feels legit. Like if I'm, you know, with my buddies, Jack and Adam, right? We're stuck in an elevator. We're probably doing very similar things. We're just messing around, shooting the shoot. You know what I'm saying? Having some fun, making light out of times of desperation. Look, I'm not trying to flame nobody, but I just feel like if 3 girls were in this situation, they are way more likely to start panicking and freaking out. But I think you put 3 guys that are boys in this situation, you know, sure, like deep down they might be a little bit scared, but they're with their boys. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna take our shirts off. We're gonna start freestyling. We're gonna start making beats. You know what I'm saying? I think the video is honestly legit, but I don't know, like I have no idea what to make of that spirit thing in the corner. It is weird that it keeps taking them to the 16th floor, and we didn't really get any more lore on what that 16th floor really is. They just said it was still under construction, but I wonder, like, they didn't tell us why it was under construction. They just didn't give us any reasoning or like story behind what it is. Like if someone died there, for example, and so for now they have to like restructure everything, you know, maybe it's that dude's spirit. I'm not sure. So it does still feel a little bit weird to me, but overall, I think like these videos of the guys are real.
It's late at night when a mother quickly grabs her phone to record this video. She lays in bed across from her daughter, who just told her a few hours ago that she was scared of sleeping in her room. According to the mother who sent me this, she was terribly shaken up by the events of that night. Something in her home had felt completely off, and she needed to record this. While taking this video, she captures this.
Oh boy.
So, my daughter's sleeping with me in my bed tonight. She kept saying that she was really scared of something in her room. I'm a little bit shaky. I don't know if you guys can tell, but...
I will say, I think I believe children and like animals more than humans when it comes to interacting with spirits. And this is all just an idea that I have. I haven't even looked into it or anything like that. But I've mentioned this in the last scary video that I watched. I feel like adults, people with more developed brains, are just so ingrained in like the physical world that that's all that we see anymore. And we able to like communicate or notice anything abnormal, but you take someone's brain that isn't fully developed yet and just has a different perspective on the world, such as a child or an animal. It makes sense to me like that they would be able to communicate or at least see entities from a different dimension or just a different physiology. You know what I mean? I totally made that up, by the way. I don't know if that's true or fake. That makes sense to me. Toy sound goes off. Okay, thank God. I didn't know what that was. That's still really weird, though. But I feel like toys, you know, toys randomly go off. That happens, kind of. Does it though? Definitely creepy. Could be staged though. Someone could be in there and turn on a toy. Is that a toy arm, bro? Why do you have a toy arm? That is creepy. Who has an arm as a toy?
So this is the same toy that used to go off in the past.
Throw it out.
It's terrified me since.
Here's an idea. How about we throw it out? Any takers? Any takers on throwing out a possessed toy? Oh, you want to keep it in the house? Oh, and it keeps on coming back to life and disturbing you, but yet you don't do anything about it. You just leave it there and it keeps on scaring you over and over again and you're not going to throw it out? At that point, like, I got no one to blame but you. You know what I'm saying?
So I would ask it questions and it would answer.
You would ask it questions and it would answer. With noises. Okay. No, that's cool. That's chill. What? What?
With noises.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Now, I will admit that watching this video the first time, I completely missed what happened. It wasn't until brightening up this footage that it became much clearer. A finger on this toy arm suddenly lifts on its own. It almost seems to be pointing at the mother, as if to say, I see you. Although definitely strange, this occurrence is made creepier by the toy truck. For whatever reason, it was going off before this happened. As the mother writes, the reason this toy truck scares her isn't just because it's going off right now, but because it seems to be intelligent when it shouldn't be. Shannon, the mother in question, would sometimes ask the toy to light up or make a sound, and shortly thereafter, it would. This has led her to believe the toy's either cursed or haunted.
The thing is, like, how do I just believe that? I have to, like, blindly believe that. And to be honest, even if she was filming the truck and she said, light up if your name is Albino Palpino, and it lights up, I still wouldn't be convinced because that, like, someone could have a remote control in that other room, just, like, press the button to light it up, you know? So, it's really hard to prove this one. The whole finger rising up, though, and pointing at her, that one's a bit weird. The only thing that I'm, like, iffy about it on that part is, like, she's still pointing the camera almost directly at the finger as if she knew that it was gonna rise up. I mean, there's a chance that she still could just be filming the toys in case something else happened. I get it. But at the same time, it's like, why did she hold the phone there for so long as if she was waiting for that to happen? That's kind of what it seemed like to me. This one I'm pretty on. I feel like I'm leaning more towards not real than anything else.
The same is said about the toy arm. But as always, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Did Shannon capture evidence of a paranormal occurrence?
Why do they?
Or might there be something to explain what happened?
Why do they have an arm?
On this one.
I still don't understand why they have an arm. Can they have like a full life-size doll and she like ripped off the arm or something? Even that's weird too. Why do you have a full life-size doll? I don't know why, but I'm just now starting to get creeped out and feeling like there's something in my door. If you see me turn around and look over there, it's because low-key I'm starting to get a little bit scared, which is why I only do these videos once every so often because they freak me out.
On May 8th of 2025, a small family from California had shared a video in which something very strange happens. Apparently, whatever took place in this house wasn't just witnessed by the man, but also by the dog resting on the couch. It's this small detail that further makes this video baffling. Now, it's important to note that other dogs live in this house. The family who lives here are genuinely passionate about caring for their pets, which is why they treat each of their dogs as though
We're not putting diapers on our dogs now, are we? Come on. Come on.
From having a giant portrait of Frida, Pepper, and Valentino, to having a fully furnished dog room dedicated to them, it's clear that this family embraces all its members and ensures that no one is ever left out, even if one of them is no longer here.
Aw, Maxie.
Only a month ago, Maxie, their first and oldest Chihuahua, had passed away from old age. Not a single day passes without thinking of little Maxie. He was deeply cared for, which makes it even harder.
I gotta hold it in if I want to go to heaven. Whew. how old this dog must be. 35 years old. I'm not laughing. That's so mean if I laugh at this dog. I'm not laughing at it. It's got one eye closed, the other eye is popping out of its socket, and its tongue is like this. Poor Maxie, man. Poor Maxie. Feels bad.
Family to accept that he's now gone. But despite this unfortunate story, the family's now focused on something else that happened recently. It was on a Thursday afternoon when this was captured.
Side note, you know, sometimes I nitpick things that don't seem too important and say like, oh, that is a little red flag, like it seems fake. The opposite here, he's wearing a San Francisco Giants hat, and in the beginning, they did say that he's from California. So that lines up. And again, I know that's like a very random fact, but I think it is important to like get the whole picture, is to get like everything right about the whole story. So that makes sense. That does add up, that he's wearing a San Francisco hat because that's in California, and it's one of their baseball team.
Out of nowhere, the sound of a barking dog is heard from inside the house. The man turns around to see if it was the dog behind him, but it wasn't. Something about these barks sounded familiar, and it wasn't until re-listening to the audio that the man knew he wasn't just hearing things, but rather a barking dog that sounded just like Maxie. No other dog is seen around except the one on the couch, and the other dogs that live here weren't home at this moment. If no other dog had barked, then which did?
Yeah, that's weird. I do kind of just have to believe him though that there was no other dog there. You know, I mean, there's one right there. Where did all the other ones go? Did all the other dogs go for a walk without this little guy? I don't think it was that dog though, because when you hear the bark or whatever that's called, the whine, this dog's ears like goes up. It does look to its owner to be like, what the heck was that? And then the owner reacts. So I don't think it was that dog.
To the family, the answer is clear. It was Maxie who had barked. They believed that little Maxie had paid them a visit by barking in his usual manner. Apparently, this is how he barked when he wanted someone to come get him.
I will say too that as a dog owner, you do know what your dog sounds like. Like there can be multiple different dogs and you know which one sounds like what. And his reaction seemed pretty authentic. It seemed pretty legit. Like he started to freak out a little bit. I don't know. Like I know a lot of ghost things, but normally like if a ghost ever makes a noise, it's very distorted and doesn't sound right. But that seemed super clean and super crystal clear. So maybe Maxie is just like the greatest ghost ever and is able to make noises whenever it wants, however it wants. But I don't know. That one could definitely be faked, I think. That's a very fakeable one.
Understandably, Maxie's owner begins to tear up after weeks of not hearing from him since he passed away. Their other dog seems to hear the barks too, but like his owner, he can't seem to find where they're coming from.
Well, he didn't even try.
As with most videos, this one remains unsolved.
Yeah, to be honest, that one, I think that one could be faked. I'm not saying it was. Like, I never like to say that any of these are 100% fake because that's kind of rude to the original creator. Like, if it was real and I'm saying it's 100% fake, that's pretty mean. But this one's, like, very easily fakeable. But what do I know? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my takes. And if you do enjoy these scary videos, I've done a bunch of them. So if you want to watch another one, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click on this one right here.